honest, I think drifting is a lot of fun, it's exciting, it's crazy.
The best motorsport you could get.
I love the sound of an engine hitting a rev limiter.
You name another motorsport that's so in your face as drifting. My name's Geldart, people call me Geldy. I was recently in the army, I've just come out. I'm now working for SSE climbing pylons, doing electricity stuff. So out and about.
Oh, let me go, you let me down. When I'm with you, I'm broken now. You made me beg, you understand. With you I won't be your better man.
My name's Alec Bell. I've got Cartmore MOT Centre in Lochgelly, and I've had this garage for a year now.
I never got a big chance to do drifting in the army. I was based in Germany for about 5 years, went to Afghan, went to Canada, done all that stuff. Never had a lot of time to get back and work on the car, to race the car. I used to drive 1,700 miles for one weekend at Teesside racing and drive home again. Home I say, back to Germany. I had no practice in the car. I wouldn't have seen the car from month to month. So I'd just go and drive and see what I could do, and never really did very well at that point.
I really wanted to get on track and I bought this car. So got it on a Thursday, got it running, MOT'd it and then taxed it, took it out on the road, and then I blew the gasket. So the turbo and the manifold gasket just went bang. So this was on the Saturday and I really wanted to get to Driftland on the Sunday. So what I did was I got up at 6 in the morning on Sunday, took everything off. What we basically did is, instead of welding all the way around the manifold and the turbo, which was my plan, was basically put in a fresh gasket, put the nuts on and tack welded them so I can get it apart. So I went for the induction at 10:30 on the Sunday, rushed back to the garage. We were still trying to get this turbo in, and it took us till 2 o'clock. I just went absolutely as mental as I could. I was going far too fast. I crashed off 4 times. I had no idea what I was doing. I've never really drifted a car. So this one had limited slip diff, and it was not sliding very good. So I was really hitting the clutch and trying to get the handbrake, and I could not get my brain into gear. It was like they were telling me what to do, and I'm like, just, you know, going crazy. But it was a great experience.
Oh, let me go, you let me down. When I'm with you, I'm broken now. You made me beg, you understand. With you I won't be.
First win at BC was Lynn Hill, down in Dover, so for us it was a 580-mile journey down. So we went out and practiced, the car was flawless all day. It was hitting every clipping point near enough. So in the Pro-Am class I qualified 14th, top 32 out of 52 cars. Went on to win every battle up till the 3rd and 4th, and finally came 3rd place on the podium. Missing out 1st and 2nd by a stupid mistake by myself.
Yeah, I had the car vinyl wrapped by Revolution. Really nice guy, Will and David in Alloa, and they sort of did me a bit of a deal on it. I bought the materials and they cost me about 420, and it was, better not say how cheap he did it, but he did a really good price for me because he's putting all his sort of advertising on. So I'd recommend maybe go and get a wrap from him. Maybe get the S13 wrapped in carbon again and go to them.
This year we've got the same car as last year, the V8 S14. Over the winter we've upped the power with a new camshaft, some headwork and new manifolds, all done in-house by ourselves. parts from one of our main sponsors, England Green in America. So I don't know what horsepower it's putting out, but it's a lot quicker than it was last year. Got a new wrap on the car, new design, went from the police to sort of more of a Mad Max police style with one of my other sponsors, PTW in Perth. It's Chris Pratt, one of my mates. He done all the wrapping on the car, so anything that gets damaged, he likes to fix.
I'm having a bit of a problem with this fan belt because it snapped off. I don't have the old one. I ordered, I think I've had about 6 different belts and none of them fit. But I think there's something up with the bracket on this.
We actually had a bit of a problem the weekend before BDC where the car went on fire, the alternator went on fire. So we had to strip back all the wiring and check what it was. So we're still trying to find out what it was, but it's not done it again, so that's a good thing.
Yeah, just bought this alloy radiator, so hopefully it's going to keep the car a bit cooler. But it's been sitting right in the middle when I've been thrashing it, the red line, so it's obviously pretty good cooling.
And then as soon as it was going in the trailer, the starter stopped working. So we had to rip apart the dash and try and find out why the starter wasn't working. It was down to a dodgy button. So one of my best mates, Jason Kenny, he's like a wiring guru. He was here straight after his work, stripping the car down, trying to find out what the problem was.
I'm not a mechanic, by the way. Not bad at working on bikes, but cars. Obviously I've got a car garage that does MOTs and servicing. I leave that to the mechanics. I speak to the customers and order the parts and generally try and keep the place going.
A few of the body panels got damaged in a lot of the battles. Slight leak from the water somewhere. I need to check where it is. Maybe it's a gasket gone, and do some of the power steering cables because they're a bit loose and been leaking. So we just basically tidied up the car, freshen it up a bit, ready for the home track Knockhill in June.
I've been really passionate about sports bikes, motorbikes. I sold bikes for a lot of years, and then cars. And it's strange because I've switched. I've had lots of fast sports bikes. I've loved riding these bikes and learning to ride them. And I went and bought a BMW M3. A friend of mine took me out in his car and I'm a passenger and I was like, oh my god, I like this car. So I bought one at Grassix in Perth. It only had 2,000 miles on it. I knew I could buy that car, drive it for a couple of years and sell it and not lose 30, 40,000, maybe lose 5, 7,000, something like that. So I was struggling to keep up the repayments on my bike and my car, and I thought, right, I've got a nice house, but I love my car and my bikes. I can't afford it, I'm going to sell the house. So I did, sold it, and I used all the money for a good 2 years to pay for everything, which I wouldn't change. I wouldn't go back. I did enjoy having a house, but you know, when you're passionate about things, I think life's short and you need to follow your passion, your dreams, and you know, that's what I've done. Now I've had the car 3 years and I won't sell it.
Bit weird, being in the army, you're never home and you're always not planning stuff because you're never here. Well, I'm still not quite used to being home all the time, so I just take things as it comes at the moment.
I was renting a nice house in Dalgety Bay, and I decided that I was going to leave the renting and come to the garage and live in it in my camper van. I've worked on a Ford Transit Smiley 95, and I spent £5,000 restoring this van. It's a camper van with £6,000 worth of equipment inside it, like sink, heater, You've got the oven, the hob, you've got everything really. There's a toilet in it. I bought a really nice carpet for it, and it's got a double bed. So I've always wanted to live in a garage, and I've been doing it for 6 months. So, you know, it's a little bit difficult to get away from work because you step out in the morning and you're here, you know, but it's good. It saved me £800 a month, and the caravan, the camper, has basically cost me nothing now. It's now free, and I plan to keep it for quite some time.
When I first started out driving, I used to get these free DVDs and like Fast Car and Max Power and stuff. And one of these ones was this like Japanese sport that no one had heard of, like drifting. And it was this track day. And I always remember my dad saying, "You don't want to be doing that in a car, look how bad that is for the car, it's going to damage it," and all this sort of stuff. And now he's one of the biggest people that loves doing it and loves being part of it. So basically from then I got a rear-wheel drive car. I think about the age of 18, 19, I got my first S14. It was an automatic, but it was still a rear-wheel drive S14. And then the rest is sort of history really. More money, ploughed into cars, and here we are with this one.
Got to do the passenger rides, and that was brilliant. You know, some really experienced guys, great fun. Showed me how good they are, you know, and how bad I am. Yeah, I mean, I've really changed. I was so into motorbikes, and now I'm really getting into cars, and that has taken me by surprise. I was really passionate. I still am passionate about bikes, but I've kind of lost it a bit. You know, I've really enjoyed it. I've done that. I've travelled all around Europe on them. I lived in Tenerife for 2 years riding my bike around the island, which was one of the best times of my life. I only had to come back because I ran out of money. But the drifting's like a new hobby for me. It's something that I'm just starting to get into, and I really feel I'm going to push it as far as I can, and I'll not be happy until I can really get control and be almost singing round, you know, getting it to just really work. That's where I'm aiming to be.
I just watch other motorsports and just, even Formula 1, just find it boring. They're going round and round. Probably sound a bit of a woman saying that, but being a drifter, it's just, the cars are different. No car's the same. No car makes the same noise. Not the same horsepower. So not equally matched. So you can get your 200 brake Corolla going up against a V8 in a battle, and the Corolla can win. It's all about the underdog in drifting.
I think a lot of other people should maybe look at drifting.
I think one person said it is the fastest growing motorsport ever.
You know, get an old car, keep it cheap, don't go crazy like what I'm doing.
There's a lot of big companies getting involved. The biggest company we need is tyre companies, because obviously that's what you go through.
Just, you know, get a BMW and really have a lot of fun.
But yeah, I don't think you can compete in anything else. Just drifting's just the one.